My uncle was the boxing commissioner way back in the 60s when Ali fought Liston in Lewiston, Maine. I was, I think, 9 years old at the time. Ali won the title in February of '64 in Miami. And what he proved there was they fought 100 times, Ali beats Liston 100 times. Then the rematch was scheduled for Boston. He had an appendicitis attack and he had to have an operation. So that's really what shelved the fight. There was no controversy at that time. But by the time that he was back on the mend, there was a lot of controversy about Ali, about the draft. So a lot of states didn't want to sanction it. Maine, thanks to my uncle, did. It turned out to be kind of an infamous, situation up there, but nonetheless, it happened in Maine, and that's kind of cool that it did. Back in those days, what they did is they used kind of celebrity referees. They used Joe Louis. In that fight there, they used Jersey Joe Walcott. He really probably wasn't qualified to do the fight because he really mishandled the fight. And I think that was really more of the story that people don't really realize, because a lot of people think that the famous picture of Ali standing over Liston was the end of the fight. That wasn't the end of the fight. They continued to box. He got up and boxed. And then actually someone that really wasn't an official got the attention of the referee. He was the editor of Ring Magazine, Nat Fletcher. He said that the fight's over and you need to stop the fight, and he did. I mean, that's how ridiculous it was. I mean, it was just young against old, speed against slow, and he was just way too fast for him. And he couldn't hit him with a handful of sand. I mean, and that's really the story. So it was an interesting time for America, and also it was a great time in the sport of boxing. Then at the same time, the shows at the Expo started to go, and that was a huge success. That went every week for about 10 years. And from what I understand, it was the busiest fight town in the world at the time. It was like a franchise sport in Portland. But back in that day, boxing was much more popular. It was on front page of the sports all the time. There was a lot of kids like myself that just got interested because of the Expo, all the boxing at the Expo. I think that even in this day and age, we're 50 years out of that, and everyone, when they know I'm from Portland, they kind of equate Portland to a great boxing town. My last show was the 100th show that I've done in Portland, and I think that it's just the right demographics. I think that in most cases, the type of mill towns and the smaller towns, really support the locals. It's been, really for a small town like this, it's been a hugely successful endeavor. We've won, overall 186 championships. We've had 5 people in the Olympic trials. I couldn't, have dreamed that we would have done as good as we have. Russell Lamore, he's the North American middleweight champion. He fought on the U.S. boxing team. He fought in the World Series of boxing. He fought in the Nationals countless times. So he's got like a Harvard education when it comes to boxing. We've had a great team really from the beginning. We had people in the Nationals the second year that we were in operation, which was amazing. Really proud of the kids and all of the people that have helped over the years. And Skip Niels, he's been here from the beginning for us and helping out. We have just so many people that love what we do and are supportive of it, and that's what keeps us going.